Morning guys, Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. Hope you're doing well. Today we're taking this door off. You can see up here you got the big old gap, and those hinges are shot on the top section. Bottoms and middles are okay, but that top one's all bent up inside, and the problem is that top bolt system, which is electrified, is not always engaging. It's sagging too much. We tried to adjust it with the hinge helper and it doesn't bend back. So long and short, we're doing a long-term cure on that. So we're going to take that whole door off. We're going to take that whole door off. We're going to put a Roton hinge on, a continuous hinge, and reset it. We'll be back. Hey guys, Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to be doing some shorts today and just string them all together and put them in a video. Just shooting the shit, showing me what a day in my life is, just for memories. So anyways, today we're going up. We're not taking any safes on today so far. Hopefully one will come in. I like those better than most anything. But today we're doing all commercial stuff. I'm on my, sixth job already, and it's not even 12 o'clock, so I'm hustling. I'm the early bird. So right now we're going up to Greenwood, Illinois, which is a very small town, about half an hour from where I normally do my work. And we're just putting in some rim cylinders on some panic bars. They bought a new building, had them put in, and they're crappy Conair original aluminum ones, so I'm switching those out to new ones, rekeying them to their key, and we'll be checking in with you on that. Nothing new to update right now. I mean, I guess nothing new with me. I did get a couple new safe parts in. I may show you later in the week, but I got a big one coming in probably next month. Stay tuned on that one. I'm not sure how I'm going to show this one off because it's sort of a security issue thing, but it's probably the biggest, most expensive tool I've bought other than my work truck. So anyways, we'll be back. We're on the way to Greenwood. Greenwood is known for two things. A, it's a very small town, and B, unfortunately, it's got a old factory in there that did chemicals for years and years and years, and unfortunately, it's a cluster of cancer people. A lot of people got brain cancer, so I don't want to stick around too long necessarily. So I will be in and out of that place. Should be in and out within half an hour, maybe an hour at worst. So we'll check back in. These are just going to be some panic bars. We're going to be switching out the keys and rekeying them. We'll check in. Thanks. So I got a bunch of exterior doors to do and interior doors with no keys. Once again, no automotive, but leash game. Hey guys, Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. Hope you're doing well today. So today we were working on a little bit of a head scratcher for a company by a church by us that was doing some work, and they've been replacing these strikes on the system. These strikes are about $800 each, so they've replaced two in the last year, and the door's not even used that much, and they asked me to step in and see what the deal was. I said, that's really strange. That's a very good brand. Shouldn't be doing that. Voltage was fine. Wiring seemed fine, except for it wasn't working. So when I started digging into it, I found this guy right at the end of the line, right before it goes into the actual solenoid of the strike. What is that? That's a MOV, a metal oxide varistor. It's basically used for a shock absorber in the AC or DC system of electrical. When it gets pulses and it demagnetizes or stops the pulse of electrons in, it stops the kickback of the electrons back out down the line. Interesting part is once I felt it in there, it was under that rubber casing, I knew what it was, and I knew whoever did that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. So that's not designed to be in there. How the varistors are designed is to actually be across the current line. AC or DC, it doesn't really matter. So it seems very counterintuitive that you would not want to short across those, but that's truly what you do. So I made up these two looms. They got 3 or 4 of these that they're trying to get them rebuilt. I said, that's literally a $2 varistor. That's you're rebuilding. So they ended up taking some from the church and never returning them. And I said, yeah, they basically probably just put a new varistor in and sold it to the next guy down the line for another 800 bucks. Scammers. Anyways, the metal oxide varistor, it's just 2 legs. You can see underneath there, it's just 2 legs. It goes in line of the 2 DC wires, and you would just literally input, output, same as the black, input and output. Doesn't matter if it's AC or DC, it's just basically meant for a shock absorber system. Between the 2 lines, not in line like this moron did. He just did one straight through. There is not one on the DC line, on the negative of the DC. It was just on the positive. So what happens? Well, eventually that thing, I felt it through the casing even, it was red hot. Well, it failed. So it was basically short-circuiting, not allowing electrons to pass through the line. So that's why it wouldn't work. It was nothing to do with the strike. It had to do with the guy didn't know how to wire the system. So I'm going to stop back there tomorrow, tune them all up, put this in line. That should be the last of their worries, at least for a while, at least on my end. Yeah, I even showed the guy, I cut that right out of the system. I did the DC right to the solenoid, positive and negatives, boom, worked fine. Did both his old one and his new one, and he was shocked. He said, you know, this company's so good. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not here to browbeat or insult anybody's company, but I can tell you that ain't right. I got the factory will back me up on it. I've got, you know, years and years of people that write the books on codes and electrical, how to wire stuff, and that is not right. So if you need good quality electronics, give me a call. Jeff, HKS Systems Lock and Safe, 847-204-7046. Take care. Bye. All right, guys. Jeff with HKS on the road. He's bounding down, loaded up and trucking. 1 hour away. We're going to do a Burger King bad panic bar. So we will be checking in once we get there. Like I said, this is a pretty far one for us. But I'm trying something new. Beginning of the year, I decided not to do any more residential, so I do commercial, a little bit bigger of an area, and wherever it pays is who gets the good service. So if you need that service, you know who to call. We'll be checking in. See you guys. All right, so here we have the infamous Adams Wright 8400 series. Perhaps the second worst design they've ever made in their existence. Problem was, it's a fast food establishment. Pushed the bar down and it was only retracting about that far. Wasn't allowing people out. Bottom line is the retractors were shot inside. Replaced that, put a new lock body in, that old one shot. Repaired everything, oiled it up, reused. Of course, they always lose a screw, so they always put something else in there. No big deal. There's nothing much going on down there, so I just reused it. Reused the factory one here, set everything up. Now you can see it's nice and parallel. I'm going to adjust the hinges, put the back cover on, and give it a test. And whoever put this in, look at that mess of a design. Completely bent all the tabs inside to keep it nice and straight. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's stopping the dead latch from dropping in. So it's just a mess. I think that's the wrong strike altogether, but I'm going to see what I could do with this. The dead latch should be in here. It should be centered there. Take some of the stress off of that and it should be good to go. We'll be right back. So just finishing up, the truck's looking good. So we are definitely on the spicy side of town. And when I say spicy, I don't mean Popeye's chicken, which is good. I mean stuff like this. Yeah, in the parking lot. Just abandoned. Yeah, this town's known for two things: rappers and drive-by shootings. And I'm not going to be dropping a beat, so I'm getting the hell out of here, guys. So if you need service for this stuff, all the repairs, HKS Systems Lock and Safe, 847-204-7046, and she is a go. Thanks, guys.